what is our mission? Why am I even here? So these are some basic questions. And again, later on when you do the audit, it becomes a lot more clearer for you. Okay, there will be some questions down there which may be quite some thought-provoking questions, and I'll just leave it as that. Anyway, you got a long weekend coming up, right? So take this audit back later on, and then on Good Friday, sit down and really go through, yeah? So which will help you a lot. Okay, so now, the second sense is the sense of sight. Now, Stephen Covey, for example, and how many of you are familiar with 7 Habits of Highly Effective People? Anybody? Okay, you have all heard about that. And Covey talks about it, begin with the end in mind, which is all very good. Now, the only problem is this. What is the end? If you ask people, where are you going? How do you see the end to be? Now, the last week or so for Singaporeans, right? Week or so for Singaporeans, it's been a kind of a sad week for us, yeah? We went through the passing of Mr. Lee Kuan Yew. Now, as I was putting this talk together, I was doing it in the midst of the mourning and all these things. And I was watching some of these, all the old documentaries that was going through the reruns and I was watching those things. And I could then identify, here was a man who actually connected with all the 5 senses. It's incredible. Here was a man who was in touch with his feelings. And I was looking at this particular thing when, after the separation, with Malaysia, and he came out, and he was really, really saddened. He was sad, he was also very angry. It's a mixture of both. He was really frustrated as well. So it's the mix of feelings, but he was so in touch with it, and he was like able to look at it and say, you know what, we're going to do something about it. And then he had a vision. And he said, you know what, we need to come together. We really don't have. This is swampland. That's his words. This is a swampland. There's nothing here, okay, except the people. So we need to then look at what can we do. And he's then set aside towards where they want to move, which was through economics. So the aspect of where are we going? What are we doing? Where are we going? So this whole aspect of sight. So many a time, like I said, many of us, we may have had New Year resolutions that we made, and we are so steadfast about it, the 1st of January, yes, this is going to work and all that. But by the time it's around about the end of January, February, March, it's all forgotten, because why? It's going to be tough, it's very difficult, because I don't see the end of it. I don't see the new me or whatever it is, whatever change I want to make in my life. Yeah? So that brings us to the third one. The third aspect is that of hearing. What do I hear? Sometimes we start off all very good, The aspect of like, I know this is what I want, okay? I'm very in touch with who I am, what I want. And then I also have a sight, I have a plan, I've got this 5-year plan, 3-year plan, whatever plan, all these plans. Very good, all this very sound. And then, it's the language I hear around me. When I talk to people, and then every day I'm just mixed with it, although I may have all the positive, very good stuff I want, but everyone around me, it doesn't share my view, So after a while, I get shot down, I get very disempowered, and then I realize that, I'm fighting against the tide. In the aspect of when I work in the hospital, a lot of people come to try to quit. You know what they want to try to quit? Quit smoking. So they come for these smoking cessation classes. Very interesting. Okay? So they come there because they want to change, they really feel like, I've been forced by my wife, my kids, all these things, and, so I'm pressured, I need to change. Okay, very good. So they come. They also see, at the end of it, I'm going to come out a better person, I'm going to be healthier, all these things. But guess what? When they go back, who do they go back to? They go back to their families, which is true. But where do they spend the most of their time? There you go. They're smoking buddies. Okay, all those guys will be saying, hey, forget about it. You're one of us. You get the idea? So after a while, no matter how good the intentions are, no matter how good the feelings are, how they saw themselves to be, it will never be the language that you have been hearing all around. So what kind of language am I speaking? What kind of language am I hearing around me? So if you want to look at it from a very business language, it will be an environmental scan. What is the environmental scan? What is the environment around me saying? So am I in tune with those things? And no matter what change you want to make in your life, if you're not in tune to what's happening around you, it's very difficult, huh? So the question then is, how do you turn this around? Because if you don't turn around, you still going to go back to the same old people. You know, prisoners, okay? If you look at, you know, those who come out of prison and they lapse and they go back, you know why they go back? Because of one thing, is the people they hang around with. So that's why they always found that the best way to really rehabilitate convicts would be to get them out of that environment. So you go, you know, shift house, go to a halfway house, go and move them somewhere else from where they grew up or where they, you know, grew into that particular habit. So this is one of those things. Yeah, it's really environmental. Okay, so that moves us to this aspect of smell, and I want to tell you, this is incredible. Okay, this is an advanced sense. Okay, from a cellular perspective, how is it that our body? I mean, this baffles me. Our body is able to pick up how should I say? These are basically chemicals that are put out into the environment. But we and animals, of course, are able to, the brain is able to pick up these chemicals and convert it into scent. So that makes us to be able to recognize those things, either for good, for bad, for happy, for sad, whatever. And that connects back to our memories. Yeah? So this is a unique thing. And something else I discovered, you know, I travel a lot, and one of the places I went to was Philippines, and I was with Ascot International at that time, and we were in this particular place where how should I say, it was really run down, and there were a lot of squatters, you know. And one of the things that hit me when I went into the place was the stench. It was the stench. It was like, wow, you know, it was quite dreadful, you know. And what I was baffled about was children who were playing in the rubbish dump area, and I was wondering, how come I can't take it but they can? You know what I mean? So I realized that actually scent is something you can learn. You know, there was a time I couldn't stand cheese, for example. Couldn't stand cheese because it's, you know, very pungent and stuff like that. And one of the places I got to work, I had the opportunity to work, was in France, and I went into this cheese shop, okay, where they sell the cheese. I don't know if you tried that, but you tried it. It's a small version. I'll share with you where it is. But so I went into this cheese shop where they had 300 different kinds of cheeses, and it was like, wow, you know, the pungency of that smell, it just hits you, you know. So after a while, I began to grow accustomed to it, you know, and then after a while, I began to appreciate it and like it, you know. So I realized that this is something you can learn. When I was in the army, I used to be a regular, and when I was in the army, I had this guy once. This is in the book, by the way. When we publish it, I hope to be able to send it to all of you. You know what I mean? So I had this guy who used to report to me. It was a kind of large unit, so I never really got to know every single one of the soldiers. So one day, some of the men came over to me and started complaining to me. They told me, they said, we can't stand this guy. I said, why? They said, because this guy stinks, literally stinks. He said, this guy uses the same set of uniform. And you talk about Singapore Army, yeah? The Singapore Armed Forces. You know, look at the humidity and stuff. You get the general idea. He wears the same set of uniform, okay, from Monday to Friday. Doesn't change. He doesn't shower. Okay? I'm kidding you not. This guy doesn't change. He doesn't shower. He doesn't do anything. Okay, so he said, and we can't take it, you know. So I said, okay, get the guy over here. So anyway, and it was true. The guy, you know, so the guy was reeking, you know. So anyway, I said, look, listen to me. Every morning, 7:15, I want to see you. You report to me for the smell test. I will smell you. You fail it, you will spend a weekend here with me. Okay, where you're going to be washing the uniform, I'm going to watching you wash the uniform. You know what I mean? And then you're going to be taking a bath. Okay, and all that. So, because to them, the weekends are very, very special, because they don't want to miss the weekend. So the guy, okay, every morning religiously he'll come and he'll change a new set of uniform, have a good shave, have a bath, and all those things. And then he'll pass the smell test, and then he'll fall in for the main parade. So that's how it went. And this went on for at least around about almost a couple of months, every single day. The only days he survived was Saturdays and Sundays. But what was interesting is, over the period of time, there was a change in the guy's philosophy. His thinking actually changed. Because you can see the quality of the work that he was doing. It also changed. And then what happened was, of course, he became a good boy, so to speak. Okay? And the fruit of my labor was only seen years down the road. I walked into this hotel, and from far away, somebody was calling out my name. Sergeant Sebastian! I was a bit stunned. You know? Okay, who was that? And there was this guy, really smart, you know, and he was the head of security for the hotel. You know, and he came up to me, he said, how are you? I said, I'm fine. He said, you remember me? I said, yes, I remember you. I remember you. I said, what a change. What a change. He is a completely different person. So he said, yeah, thanks to you, he said, I began to really look at myself, you know, and that was the transformation, and all because of the fact that we decided to smell good. And again, just some prompters for ourselves. How do I smell? Not in literal terms, but smell in the aspect of what do I smell? Do I smell like $1 million? There are many times that, remember I said that smell is actually a learned behavior. How am I investing my skills? How am I investing in my knowledge? How am I expanding on those areas? You know, because no change can happen without knowledge and skills. Yeah? So am I doing that? So again, coming back to the smoking thing. So many of them, yeah, okay, I listen to all these friends and all that. I maybe changed some of my friends, you know, I don't hang around with them. But then the problem is I don't know how to quit smoking. You know? So and that's one of those things that stops them from actually having success, because they don't have the skills. Yeah, so that's why until and unless they come for a smoking cessation clinic, that will help them a lot. Okay, so again, coming back to ourselves, where are we investing our time, our energy to learn something new? Coming back to Mr. L.K. White, this was interesting. Again, just watching the documentaries, and I was able to connect all these things. He, personally speaking too, was a guy who always invested a lot of time on learning. You know, I'm not sure whether you're aware, he suffered from a bit of dyslexia. Yeah, yet he was able to overcome that. He also was not very good in Mandarin. He was able to overcome that too. Yeah, so again, that aspect of like, you know, what am I doing with my time? Am I spending my time wisely? What am I learning? Yeah, so it's all of those things. So these are very basic things, my friends. These are very, very basic things. But they are so important. Like what Kavi said, you know, somebody was talking to me, isn't this common sense? And I tell you, yes, it is common sense, but common sense is not always common practice. Yeah? So that's the thing. So why do we put this together? So it makes it easy for us to understand. I don't have to remember 7 habits. I always cannot forget my 5 senses. These are the senses that I have. Yeah. So if I'm able to use that in my own life, I got something going. Okay. So the last one is that sense of taste, which is also a sense of celebration. I think a couple of weeks ago, correct me if I'm wrong, you had somebody who came by and did a talk on celebration. Yeah? Okay. Yeah. So the whole aspect of celebration is this. When everything comes together, when we talk about taste, it's not just with our tongues. Yes, our tongues has got certain receptors, that's true. But our taste actually involves our feelings. It involves the smell, it involves the sight. We actually eat with our eyes. When you go into a hotel, for example, your plating that's done for you, yeah, it's very different from that. Or hawker center, which is very, very basic. You came for your char kway teow, that's fine, you know, but they don't spend too much time on presentation. But in a hotel, they do. Why? Because we eat with our eyes. We eat with our, you know, in that sense, we eat with our eyes. It's also about the feeling, the ambience, all of it. Yeah, it all comes together in the sense of taste. So what is the metaphor here? The metaphor here is about celebration. Taste is always about celebration, where your whole body celebrates the food that's entering your mouth. Yeah? And all this taste comes together, but it's also your sight and all of the other senses. So the aspect of celebration. Are we celebrating enough? And I'll tell you, Singaporeans do not celebrate enough. Sad, they work a lot, but they don't celebrate enough, you know? So that's why, you know. So the thing is, how do we celebrate and when? When do we celebrate? Make a wild guess. When do we celebrate?
After work.
Sorry?
After work.
After work? Yeah, okay. Alright, that would mean every day. That would mean every day. Which is good, which is true. Every single day, many times a day if you wish. Yeah? But there are different kinds of celebration. So the point is, when do we celebrate? The thing is, if you find yourself moving closer towards your goals, whatever your goals are, and you move closer that day, that's the time to celebrate. You can have a big celebration or a small one. Like for example, whenever I collect some research for the book, I celebrate. I'm happy. I always WhatsApp my hey guys, I did this, or you know, I completed this. I completed a chapter. Wonderful. You know what I mean? Yes. Or I came up with this story which is very good, and I was thinking back, and I then share this with the rest of them. And that's the whole point. Because why? When you celebrate, guess what? Everybody celebrates with you. Because people love celebration. You see? So that's the whole thing. So when do we find a reason to celebrate? And what are we celebrating for? So again, coming back to this group of people, right, who run away. They go to Thailand, go shopping and all that. So I said, that's fine, you do that. But do that with a purpose, not because you want to run away. Go there because of the fact that, you know what, I'm going to give myself a treat because I did this and I really feel good about it. So I'm gonna go in and reward myself, and that's fine. And we can reward ourselves with a chocolate-coated strawberry. We can reward ourselves with a trip to Thailand, whatever floats your boat, right? So that's a key thing. Yeah. So again, we start off with feelings. We look at sight. We look at hearing. We look at smell, and finally it comes down to taste. Yeah. So my dear friends, that's all I got for you. So the best thing to do right now is to ask me difficult questions.